Hey, and welcome back. I'm Samira Isadora, and you are watching Cocktails in Cosplay. I'm currently your forager from Spy X Family, who's one of my favorite characters of all time. This is actually her third appearance on this platform, and this is exciting. So we today are making the Bloody Rose Negroni. Now, this is just a slight little twist on a regular Negroni. There's two little things that are slightly different in this to make it the Bloody Rose, and it's going to just be perfect for Valentine's Day, especially if you are a gin drinker. And if you're not a gin drinker, this is one that I would recommend if you like florally type of drinks. So what's going to make this one different is I'm going to be adding some rose water to it, and instead of using an orange liqueur such as Campari and or Aperol, I'm going to be using a local blood orange liqueur. So you might be able to find a local one in your liquor store, or you can find one online and have it shipped to you. So I'm gonna get the rest of my things and we're gonna get this going. While I am moving things around and getting everything 100% set up so that I can make this cocktail with you, let me explain the little difference that's going on here in my setup. So obviously I moved. If you follow me on any other platform, you know this, that since the last cocktail video, I have now technically moved twice. This one is going to be hopefully a more permanent, as this is my first ever house. I'm currently renting it, but it is still for a first house. Okay, now that I got my toppers on here, let's talk about the Negroni. So the Negroni consists of 3 parts. It consists of a gin, sweet vermouth, and a orange liqueur. These are the key ingredients to making a Negroni. Now you can play with these with certain flavor palettes and everything like that, and so that's what we're doing today. Is I wanted to use a blood orange liqueur to get the bloody for Valentine's Day, where it's right around the corner. It's only this week, so I thought that would be fun. I'm also going to be using rose water to get a little bit of a more floral accent to it, topping it off with some rose petals. Now these rose petals are for consumption. If you buy rose petals from a florist, please do not put them in drinks or food or anything that could possibly go into your body. They are probably going to have pesticides and other chemicals on them to preserve the petals. So make sure if you're getting rose petals, you're getting them from somewhere that is meant to be for putting on cocktails, putting on sweets, using in an edible way. Because I don't want anyone getting sick, and you don't want to get sick either. So let's get this started. So you start off with gin, and that's what I always like to start off with. Now I am not going to do the pours correctly in the way of like what other people are probably gonna say. I go 2 ounces of gin, I go 1 ounce of the other 2. I like gin, and I love the floral ones, and I love Botanist. My bestie got me onto this one. I was a Blue Coat gin drinker or a gunpowder gin drinker for the longest, but I am switching over to the Botanist. And then this is my blood orange liqueur. It is from 5 Saints here in the Lehigh Valley area of Pennsylvania, and I really do enjoy this. I've used it in other cocktails before just by myself. I've even just done it in what's like an Aperol spritz. And then you have your basic sweet vermouth. This one you can definitely find at the liquor. These 2 you can definitely find at any liquor store. This one, unless you're from Pennsylvania, you're most likely not going to find it. So be creative and find something else, because there's most likely other small businesses that have something similar. I like supporting small. So let's get into this. So we go 2 ounces of our liqueur. That's what I'm forgetting, my jigger. Hold on. If you don't know what a jigger is, it is our measuring tool that we use in bartending. So you have your ounce and you have your 2 ounces. Now they don't always look just like this. You also have some that have a smaller size to do 1.5 ounces, and then this is a 3/4. So just make sure that you know what you're working with. Now mine has 2 little lips to say that this is 1 ounce, and then there's also a 0.75, which I really like, and I believe there's also that. And then also in the 2 ounce there is a 1.5 ounce marker in that. So that's really I like mine. So let's get this rolling, because I want to drink this beautiful blood red. I can't speak. Bloody Rose Negroni. I'm gonna try not to melt my rose ice cube because I was sent these beautiful rose ice cubes. And I absolutely am excited for that. So then we're gonna switch it over to an ounce of our blood orange liqueur. I'm gonna spill that on my tablecloth. And an ounce of our vermouth. So we got a little bit of glitter in there to add a little bit of fun. And then to make sure that you don't use too much of the rose water, you want to make, like, just put, honestly, a dropper would work so much better than what I'm going to use. But I could not find droppers anywhere this past week. So, that's honestly probably too much. But if you're using a spoon like I am, a bar spoon is more than enough. It's way more than enough, but it came out too fast. So, but it's beautiful. We got a nice little rose ice cube in here. And we're gonna garnish it with some of our rose petals. Now, if I really, really was like wanting to get that nice bloody color, like I wanted to do that, I was going to get hibiscus and make hibiscus gin, but I ran out of time and I was like, you know what? I think this is still gonna work as a bloody rose Negroni, so I think this is gonna be great. So I'm gonna quickly pause and we're gonna take a nice little shot of this beautiful cocktail, and then we're gonna take our first sip. And there we have it, our beautiful bloody rose Negroni. All right, now that you guys got to see a clip of this beautiful cocktail, let's take a sip and see if it works out, because I didn't try this before. So I have no idea if the rose water is going to be too overpowering or just not work with the Negroni, but I thought, let's try something for Valentine's Day that's not like the typical ones that you think of, like mimosas and champagne and like sparkles. Don't get me wrong, I love my sparkles. But I also love Negronis. So let's give this a taste and see if this is gonna be on my menu for Valentine's Day. Oh, that is so good. Okay, so you get the taste of the Negroni itself, but you get that flavor of the blood orange rather than it being Aperol Campari. So that's like a nice little twist in there. And the rose water and the rose petals, you only get on the nose. There's no taste of the rose water, which is like what I was worried about, that I would be tasting like perfume. And you don't. So that works perfectly. Now I would go and I would make it a more red color to actually do the bloodiness, but unfortunately I didn't get to. And you know what? Who cares? It's a little over the top for me, and I like my classics. So cheers everyone. I hope that you make a Negroni, and if you do make a blood orange Negroni, a bloody rose Negroni, please comment below and let me know what your thoughts are. And also, even if you don't want to try it, let me know what your thoughts are on Negronis. And maybe even comment what you want to see next, because I want to get back into doing these. I really have a great time. I love the creativity of it. I love dressing up. And I love making content for you guys and performing things for you. And bartending is one of my favorite skills that I have. So I like to use it. So thank you again for watching my channel. I am Zamira Isadora, and this is Cocktails in Cosplay. If you enjoy my content, please make sure to drop a subscribe. Check out my other platforms. I have TikTok with the same username except for cosplay is dropped. Same with Instagram, X, Blue Sky, and Lemon8. I have different content on some of those platforms, and just check them out. And make sure you're following me for more. Let me know what you think. Cheers.